on their handle. Regardless. You know what I'm saying? You all, and that's any older person, anybody older than you or whatever. And that's just how we were raised in the South. It could be somebody younger than me.
She coming now.
Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, because that's just how we were raised. So it's always good to be respectful to anyone. Because that's what you went home and thought about what we talked about on Wednesday. You thought about some ways of being respectful and honoring thy mother and father. And even if they're not the parents they should be, but that's not your problem. Let God handle that, and you do what God asks of you to do. So did you go home and think about some ways? Let me hear what you have to say.
You should honor your mother and father, even if they're not good at being a parent. You should still honor them because they are your parents. You should, when they call you, you should not make them call you one.
Yeah, oh, that's a good one.
That's old school. That's old school.
You should go and answer them right when they
Amen.
And see what they want.
That's old school right there.
Because God, when we call on God, what we want God to do?
We're talking about our question today and our critical thinking is honor thy mother and father. And should you honor your mother and father depending on the kind of mother and father you have? Or should you just do what the Bible said and honor your mother and father? That's our critical thinking question today. And they've been thinking about it for 2 weeks. So we want to hear their answers.
That's how we should be with our mother and our father. What you got?
I learned that today was, even though that you think you find it hard to honor your mother and father, you're supposed to find a way to honor your mother and father no matter what.
Amen.
That's right, because that's what God requires.
That's in the Bible. It's in the book.
That's what He requires.
It's in the book.
So we want to keep ourselves right, keep our heart right.
And protect them.
That's right, by doing what He asked of us to do. Because I'm not saying we ain't nobody perfect, and we ain't gonna always do what we supposed to do. But we want to at least try to do our best at all times. Sometimes it might not come out work out the way it should, whatever, but that's okay. Pray about it and ask God to help us the next time.
Somebody else. We got to go to somebody else, Jaden. We'll come back. Twin.
Come on.
Say it.
You need to think.
Oh, you need to think?
Okay, I'm going to come back to you.
All right. I want to hear what Emmanuel got to say. Emmanuel,
Man.
what you got to say about honor your mother and father? Do you believe you should? Huh? No matter what? No matter what?
If they're not behaving in a godly manner, you think you should honor thy mother and thy father?
Yes, ma'am.
You certainly right.
All right.
You certainly right, man.
You got something, Noel?
Noel, you don't have anything?
JoJo? Nothing?
JoJo.
You know JoJo. You know JoJo. Lady JoJo. Lady JoJo.
Oh, yeah, well,
You still could answer, do you supposed to honor your mother and father? But that's all right.
Y'all know about all that.
Yes, God. That's okay. She don't want to say that. Chelsea got something else. Chelsea got something else.
But if you honor your mother and father, you set an example for the little kid.
There you go. That's a good one.
You said my
That's a good one. Twin, you got.
If you have siblings that are younger than you and sometimes older than you,
But they might do the same thing because you teaching them
you teach them the right way. By watching you and you acting accordingly and how God tells us that
What you say about your parents? I ain't hear you. Say it again. Say it again. Hey, if you meant it, you can say it again. Say it again.
Alright, so sometimes your parents go through hard times and they go to work every day for their kids, and sometimes they can't go to work every day for their kids. So when your parents go into a struggle, sometimes I feel like you're not getting the best of out of it, but if your parents go into a struggle, you want to be there for them.
Aww.
With them.
Wow.
So,
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome right there.
That's teamwork.
That's
It's
awesome.
called pulling together.
That's
and
awesome.
letting each other know, we love one another and we are here for one another. And if they can't do something, a lot of children will be like, well, she promised me this and they promised me that. Now, since they didn't go to work and they weren't able, they didn't make the money, now they can't get it. Are we supposed to have that type of attitude?
No.
What are we supposed to be?
We're supposed to go with our parents.
That's right. We're supposed to be grateful that we have the parents that we have. Because they haven't done it because they lied and told you a lie and said they were going to do it and they didn't do it. It's because things came up and things became difficult and at that point they can't get it. But eventually it will happen. God will make it come forth. But that's why you're supposed to stick together and see the vision on honor thy mother and father and grandma.
I'm gonna add on to what Leah said. You're not always gonna be in the best situation. Like, you're not always gonna be able to get the thing that you want. And sometimes you're not even gonna be able to get what you need. But it's not always about that. Sometimes it's just about knowing that your parents give you their best.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's it.
That's awesome sauce.
I have another say too. Your parents might not always have the money to put a smile on your face, but if your parents love you, that should be just gonna be.
Just knowing that they want
Wow.
to do the things for you.
This is getting real deep up in here.
That just brightens your heart even more. That just lets you know that, man. Can you run that back for me, baby? 'Cause you had a good point.
Okay, you don't got no dad in your life. Your mama, a single parent by herself. Okay, your daddy can probably went to jail, or your daddy probably went somewhere else.
Whatever the circumstances was.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Your daddy, you probably step back in your life, let him step in your life, and give him a hug and say, all right, then I understand you went there.
All about
Oh,
forgiveness.
wow.
All about forgiveness.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
You want him to forgive you, don't you? So we gotta pay it forward.
I got one more question.
God in life.
One more question before y'all wrap it up. Who chair is this right here?
Jesus!
Who?
Jesus!
Can anybody else sit here?
No!
Okay, Elder Kelly, I heard you say that by no means am I a historian. Listen up, everybody. Listen up, everybody, because Elder Kelly getting ready to tell you something. Because guess what? It's some things that you don't even know you can do that you can do. Because we can do all things.
Right,
Okay? Everybody say that. We can do all things through Christ, who strengthens us. That means you get ready to take a test. You don't think you can do it? Say, Lord, I'm going to need you, Jesus. Because I'm not a historian, but I'm getting ready.